Hi, friend Power Oilers. I'd like to just chat with everybody on this topic. For new essential oil users, sometimes they may have this doubts like, why is my essential oil not working? And then I'd like to link you to a very important foundation called the 8 lifestyle areas to consider. So just imagine this scenario, right? A person had just gone from doctor to doctor, did this scan and that scan, and they're still checking on what's wrong. So is it fair to actually expect essential oils to work within 2 weeks or less, or even immediately? It's actually not very practical and possible, because we know that essential oil is actually building health slowly and build a good foundation so that we can slowly see the good benefits. So health is actually multifaceted, and healthcare is not a one solution fits all. Usually everybody is different and everybody has different baselines. So for instance, if a person is at maybe this level, baseline, there's another person at this baseline, okay, and the desired outcome maybe is somewhere here. For this person, it's very fast to see the benefits. For this other person, it may take longer. There may be more things, more factors involved, so they may not see the effects so fast. So many factors have to interact with our body to create a positive outcome. So these are some reasons maybe that you do not see effects from essential oils. Ultimately, maybe one reason could be you're not using enough. So frequency and number of drops will depend on whether the person is an adult or a child. So just think about it, is one drop going to be sufficient for an adult? Maybe not, because their body is actually bigger, the body surface area is bigger. So we usually recommend one drop for every 10 kg just as a rough guide, and frequency could be increased if there's a need to support an immediate situation. But of course, we should always use good common sense. If you already use a large number, maybe kind of over your usual, just think of some maybe other factors you have not considered or other root cause you have not discovered, okay? And then sometimes we may not have resolved the root cause of an issue. So if there's a structural or physical damage to a body part, it's only likely to be resolved when that structure has been repaired. So a lot of the spine issues, sometimes there's some structural damage already, so it will take a longer time. And perhaps that issue will require you to work from the interior using good nutrition. Okay, so what does a healthy lifestyle actually comprise? What are some of the other factors that will help us to achieve good health? So just like to share this book with all of you. It's called Aroma Clean. It's from our mentor Connie and her friend Kathy Fuller. She has put up a very neat and nice list of 8 lifestyle areas in this book. I think it's a very good foundation for us to consider, especially we are going into a holistic concept of health, right? So there are actually, for each factors, a scale of 0 to 5, and then you can actually score yourself based on these factors. And for every quarter you move forward, you will see how well you have done from that factor. Okay, so just briefly go through these factors for your interest. First thing is water intake. So for water intake, usually we will consider based on body weight. We have heard of maybe this saying like 8 glasses a day, but there's another way of doing it, is you use half of your body weight in pounds, and then you use this as the number of ounces. So example, 110 pounds weight, right, will be 55 ounces. That will work out to be 1.6 liters. So roughly 6 to 7 glasses of water a day. And then exercising, of course, is so important. we need to keep aerobic activity ongoing so that our body can detox, sweat and all that. And eating whole foods is very critical. We need to eat as many whole foods as possible. So supplementation, right, is actually just to boost what we are already eating. So we need to think about all the basic building blocks for our body. So example, your proteins, omegas, your probiotics, amino acids, all these involved in the building of cells. And and then you also need to think of what are the factors you're working on. Maybe is it joint health? Is it heart? Then there's risk factors to remove from your environment. So example, the toxins from the household products, your environment pollutants such as water, heavy metals, even electromagnetic radiation. These are risk factors. Another thing is we need to consider is stress. Okay, stress affects your body, it affects your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior. So if you need to recognize common stress symptoms, so by doing this, maybe you can get a jump on managing these. And stress that's left unchecked is actually quite disastrous. It contributes to many health problems such as high blood pressure, heart diseases, obesity, and diabetes. Then factor number 7 is the life balance in the OOLA terms. So what this OOLA means? OOLA is simply a state of awesomeness where you balance 7 areas in your life and growing in the 7 key areas, the 7 Fs they call it. So what are these 7 Fs? They are the fitness, your finance, your family, your field, which is a career, a faith, friends, and fun. So we are actually juggling these 7 plates in life, and if one such plate crashes, actually the rest will follow. So it's very important to keep our life in balance in these 7 areas. And finally, we need to create a healing home and have the awareness to remove toxins from our home so that our health can benefit and not be negated by any positive things you've done. Okay, so yeah, so these are just a quick refresh on what are the 8 areas that we need to consider for health. And then do not worry if when you just start using essential oils you don't see effects immediately. Always work through all these factors also as well, and also consider how you use the essential oils, whether they are appropriate or not. Always check back with us if in doubt. Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Bye bye.